Hello, here we are with an unboxing of the BlackBerry Bold 9790, one of the latest handsets from BlackBerry, and in essence is a Bold 9900 squashed into the chassis of a 9700/9780. So it's not quite as well spec'd as the 9900, but it's not quite as big or as pricey. And in fact, a lot of people are referring to this as quite good value for money. So we've got the standard sort of BlackBerry packaging. We've got the 9790 itself, which we'll come back to in a moment. And then under here, we've got some of the standard package contents that you'd expect, including a micro USB sync and charge cable, so you can connect that to the computer for transferring data between your computer and the device. You've got a set of stereo headphones, black 3.5mm in-ear with a clip there for hands-free calling. You've got documentation, so including details of how to connect the device, quick start guide and what have you. You've then got a 3-pin UK mains adapter with USB port on it, so you connect the provided USB cable to this and then into the socket for mains charging. And you also get supplied with a 2-pin Euro mains adapter as well that uses the same principle. So quite a good box contents all in all. Let's bring the 9790 back in. Now this one has been switched on before, but let's take a look at the device. So on the front here we've got the 2.5-inch touchscreen display, or to be precise, it's a 2.45-inch touchscreen display. We've got the physical buttons. We've got an optical trackpad. So we've seen this on the likes of the 9900 and some other BlackBerry devices. We've then got the physical QWERTY keyboard on the front here. On the bottom of the device we've got the micro USB data port. On the side we've got a camera button, and then we've got volume rocker keys here. On the top we've got the lock button for locking the screen, and then on the other side we've got a 3.5mm headphone jack. You can see that we've got this sort of silver bezeling all around the edge of the device, which makes it look quite nice. On the back we've got an LED flash and a rear-facing camera, and that camera is 5 megapixels. So it's not the highest resolution camera that you get on smartphones today, but BlackBerrys don't take a bad picture, all told. We can slide off the back cover. Now this is plastic and it's got the BlackBerry logo on it, but although it's plastic it doesn't feel particularly cheap. It's got sort of a rubbery touch to it. So we've got a JM1 battery under here, and that's got 1230 milliamp hour capacity. We've then got a standard SIM card slot here, and then we've got the micro SD card slot up here as well, just under this little cover. So let's pop the battery back in. And then we can switch the device on. We've also got a front-facing camera at the top here. We've got the BlackBerry logo and then the speaker as well. So there we go, that's just switching on. You can see that we've got a backlight to the keyboard and the buttons as well. This feels slim, it's not particularly heavy at all, which is quite nice. It weighs in at about 107 grams. It's not particularly wide, and this would be quite good for a lot of BlackBerry 9700 users that are looking to upgrade. It's using the latest version, OS 7. Has got 8 gig of internal storage on here as well, so a micro SD card isn't always necessary. So you'll probably find that an advantage as well. So quite a bit of memory on here. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, GPS, all as standard. The actual keyboard experience on here feels quite good. I'm not sure if they are slightly bigger than the 9700 keys, but they feel it. And I'm quite impressed so far with the experience actually on the 9790. Gosh, all these product numbers are rather confusing. Let's just bring in the 9900 for comparison's sake. So you can see that the 9900 is slightly wider and slightly taller. Profile wise, quite similar. The 9790 a little bit thinner, and the 9900 is most certainly heavier. So let's just scroll in here and take a look at some of the software. So you can see now I'm actually touching the screen as well, which is quite nice. You've got NFC on here as well. Now this won't be for everyone, this handset, but the combination of now physical keyboard and the touchscreen is quite nice for a lot of users. So you've got your menu, which you can sort of scroll up here. Like so, and then you can sort of customize the layout of here, these by moving them along. So I can select to move that one to say here, and you can see that it's now moved, or I can revert the change. Let's go and set this up to actually connect, because it's not connected to the Wi-Fi at the moment. So I can go into the settings, switch my Wi-Fi on, and you can see I've got Bluetooth and NFC there as well. And I can then scroll down to manage my network. So it's now searching for a wireless network, which is picked up. So I'm just going to connect to that. So now it's connecting to my wireless network here. So this should be popular with business users and personal users alike. So through the Optical Trackpad, we can scroll through. Here we've got the ability to customize different menus. So if I scroll across to favorites, I can scroll across to music and media. So let's take a look at that. So we've got the pictures on this device. So we've got none in the library at the moment, but we've got some of the wallpapers here, and you can get an idea of the actual screen. So although it's only small, the resolution isn't too bad. It's 480 by 360, and that appears actually quite crisp there on screen, certainly here in the flash sat next to it. Let's just see if we've got any videos on here. So there we've got one.
So I've gotten used to coffee sweat. Still getting used to road regret. Hell, I took you up on all your...
So whilst the screen doesn't orientate in any other way during the video playback, you can hear that the media was very loud indeed. That was a very good speaker and quite deep. Blackberries have been quite good for that of recent times, and all in all is quite a good actual experience. We've got a video camera on here as well. It uses the 5 megapixel camera. We've got then the ability to go through the options and change some of the settings, including image stabilization and what have you, as well as the resolution as well. So 640 by 480 is the maximum size you can go for the video. We've of course got the touchscreen ability on here as well. So there we go, we're recording on here now. Stop that and we can play that back. So there we go, we're recording. So just delete that one off. Okay, so let's go back through here and look at some of the other options that we've got. Now you can change the sensitivity of the trackpad there. I was just getting used to that a little bit. It's been a while since I've used it. So we've got the messaging applications. Let's just go cancel out of there. And of course I haven't set up an actual account at the moment, so it's asking me all these settings, but I've got the keyboard here and that feels really quite nice to type on. In actual fact, it's probably one of the best experiences I've had on a BlackBerry device to date. That's quite nice. It's got a tactile feedback. It feels quite soft as well. So we've got the text messaging, which is the similar principle. We've got our contacts, we've got the web browser. So let's just type in an address to go to here. That's it. So there are starting to be, or starting to become available on the market now, different devices such as Android devices with a touchscreen and physical keyboard combination like the BlackBerry. The Motorola Pro Plus is one that springs to mind. So here we are on the mobile site for Clove. We can touch the screen and go to the main website as well. In comparison to the Motorola Pro Plus, it's quite similar. This is definitely a wider device. BlackBerry is more popular for email messaging and what have you. I'm going to say that the browsing experience is already better on the Motorola or the Android platform, but BlackBerry have done a lot of work to improve this. So you can zoom in and out like so, you can double tap the screen and what have you. So that actually appears quite good. And the optical trackpad is a massive advantage. That's something that Motorola doesn't have. So you actually have to use your finger the whole time, but there are certainly benefits to using the optical trackpad here on the BlackBerry when it comes to that. So let's go back to the home. So we looked at the video camera, but you've got the standard camera as well here, so you can get your geolocation, you can turn off the flash and what have you. We've got the touchscreen options to change the scene modes, so a bit of flexibility there as well. Let's go into some of the options. So we've got image sizes which we can change. Quite simple here in terms of sizes, large, medium or small. They don't change it based on 5, 3 or 2 megapixel shots. They do it by the actual resolution of the image itself. So Twitter and Facebook are all here. Of course, you've got BBM on here as well. So I think that concludes really a tour of the BlackBerry 9790.